Welcome and thank you for joining us. Today, we'll explore vertical spreads and review a call debit spread backtest from MesoSim. A vertical spread is an option strategy that involves buying and selling two options of the same type with the same expiration date but different strike prices. Vertical spreads limit both risk and the potential for return. The four main types of vertical spreads are put credit spread, put debit spread, call credit spread, and call debit spread. The call debit spread is a bullish strategy. It consists of buying a call option and simultaneously selling another call option with the same expiration date but at a higher strike price. This strategy is entered with an initial cost, or debit, which represents the maximum possible loss. The potential profit is capped at the difference between the strike prices minus the net premium paid to open the position. To create a backtest in MesoSim based on a call debit spread, start by creating a simple run and setting the backtest period to 2024. Begin with a starting balance of $100,000 and set the max days in trade to 30. For leg A, set the quantity to 1, change the option type to call, set the expiration to 30 days, and adjust the delta to 60. This corresponds to an option that is in the money, meaning its strike price is below the current underlying price. For leg B, add a second leg with a quantity of -1, indicating that this leg involves selling the option, the same expiration as leg A, and adjust the delta to 30. This corresponds to an option that is out of the money, meaning its strike price is above the underlying price. Finally, click Start to generate the backtest. Now, let's clone our backtest using the job editor, where you can fine-tune your backtest and access the complete set of functionalities. First, you can modify the top-level fields, such as name or template name, to make it easier to locate the backtest in the results list. The start and end fields represent the period we set up in the simple run, as do the cash and symbol fields. The structure section defines the combination of option contracts that are traded together to create a position. The expirations field specifies a list of expirations used during trading. Setting the min to 25 and max to 35 filters options to this range, ensuring the strategy targets a specific time frame and avoids contracts that are too short or long term, but they are not mandatory. In the legs section, you can see the legs defined in the simple run. Rename the legs to long call and short call to make them easier to remember. Leg names can be used in statements later, so it's better to choose clear and meaningful names. The expiration name references the expiration defined in the expiration section. In the strike selector, you'll see the deltas we entered earlier, but you can also use other methods such as selecting based on the associated price for the option, choosing the closest strike to the specified Greek or implied volatility. By executing a specific statement, the use case for this selector is to determine the strike price of an option contract based on the result of evaluating the statement, or using the complex strike selector, which iterates through all the contracts within the given expiration and selects the strike that best aligns with the specified criteria. We can replace the delta-based strike selection with a statement. Instead of targeting a fixed delta of 30, we define a statement to ensure that the short call's strike is always 60 points higher than the long call's strike. This is achieved by specifying the statement as leg long call strike plus 60. This approach ensures that the distance between the legs remains consistent, regardless of market conditions, while retaining the flexibility of delta-based strike selection for one leg. While editing the job definition, you can access and view the risk graph, along with symbols, variables, and documentation to assist you further. The entry section specifies the rules for entering a structure. All three sections, entry, adjustment, and exit, include a schedule parameter. When configuring the schedule, ensure you specify either after-market open minutes or before-market close minutes to prevent conflicts. Do not define both. In this example, the configuration specifies evaluating market entry every day, 30 minutes before the market closes. However, since concurrency is not enabled, the system ensures that only one position is open at a time. This means that even though the schedule evaluates entry conditions daily, a new position will only be entered if the previous one is closed. The exit section defines the rules for closing a trade, which are evaluated daily 30 minutes before the market closes. Set the max days in trade to 20. Trades will be held for this many days unless other conditions cause an early exit. For example, you can add a debit-based stop loss at 75% of the initial position debit, which ensures trades are exited if the spread value decreases to this threshold. You can achieve this with the following formula. Leg long call price minus leg short call price is multiplied by 0.75 and then by 100, which is the contract multiplier. This factor is used because one SPX option controls 100 units of the underlying asset. The profit target field works similarly. You can specify exact values or use calculations. Before running the backtest, it's always a good idea to click the Validate button. This will check the job definition for any warnings or errors, allowing you to fix them before proceeding. Now, run the backtest and review the results. To conclude, the Call Debit Spread is a bullish strategy with a positive delta, meaning it benefits as the underlying asset's price rises. Reviewing the Greeks highlights how this strategy aligns with a moderately bullish market outlook. MesoSim includes built-in templates for all 4 types of vertical spreads: put credit spread, put debit spread, call credit spread, and call debit spread. Try them out to backtest your strategies and see how they perform. Thank you for watching. For detailed analyses and insights into other vertical spreads and their backtests, visit our blog post.